everyone.
Hi.
Welcome back to the Peach&Wine podcast. You need to say something, Wine.
Hmm?
You need to say something.
Welcome, welcome.
All right. So, for this episode, we have,
Mm,
an exciting topic. Actually,
very interesting.
yes, as one said in the French version, it's like an affirmation, technically.
Mm.
And then, as always, we're going to give a point of views. Unless one has some weird questions to ask again.
Oh, I knew. I do have questions to ask.
All right. So here's the topic. Okay, though. So the saying kind of
Mm.
never trust a partner who still communicates with their ex.
Hold on.
Dum dum
Thunder effect.
dum.
So I think it's my turn. It's my turn to shine because I got
Please go ahead. Yes.
questions for Peach
Go
here.
ahead,
So,
please. Go ahead.
like, guys, hi again. Hi. We're back. So, um, like Peach said, the title was basically just an affirmation. You shouldn't trust someone. Did you say your partner who still talks to their ex,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to ask Peach
Mm-hmm.
first, of course. Do
Okay.
you agree with the statement? Yes or no, and why?
Eh, no, not necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
For my case,
Mm,
because yes, I do still talk with some of my ex,
mm-hmm.
and then um honestly, the one that I still talk to, they're not bad. They're not bad. I mean, they're not bad people. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't talk to them unless we just don't. I mean, unless we just, it's whatever. We don't stay in touch, but we still talk. And
Mm,
then, with the one that I do talk to, we kind of shared like some old interests, some old hobbies. Like I love
mm,
animes, or
mm,
we will laugh about wilding out, like their scenes on Instagram.
mm.
So, and some of them just want to check on me, and then just ask if everything is okay, how's life going. So
Mhm.
yeah, these are honestly like the reason why. I mean, some of the reason why I still communicate with some of my exes.
Okay. So, I have other questions.
Mm-hmm.
First one, do you think it's possible to just have a platonic relationship with your ex? Like, because we know usually, when your partner is not okay with you
Mm.
having any type of communication with your ex is
Mm-hmm.
because, of course, they fear that there might be something more than just the hi,
Okay.
how you
Mm-hmm.
doing.
Mm-hmm.
So do you think there can be an actual just genuine platonic relationship between two exes? Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily friendship. We're just gonna
Yeah.
call it
Just
like
like
platonic
random.
relationship.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would say yeah. Again, because I still don't see any reason why it would not be the case.
Mm-hmm.
And then well, eventually, and of course, we can disregard the fact that yeah, some exes might still be in touch with um might still be in touch with me because they kind of, or they do want to get back. They want us to get back together, and then that's the part where I just, I clarify things, and I'm just like, you know what? Nah, there's nothing. I'm not going back. There's no going back, and I'm the type what's in the past stays in the past.
Mm.
And then, yeah, but if my partner doesn't want me to talk with my ex, honestly, I wouldn't care. I would care less. I'll just be like, well, it's not, and that's just me talking, because some other people might have a very good relationship, might maybe consider their ex as friend, but
Mm.
I honestly don't. And then, I mean, I apologize if they do consider me as the friend, but I don't. So if my partner don't want me to talk with my exes, I'm just gonna be like, it's whatever. It's not like I was constantly engaged in any type of conversation with them.
Mm.
It was just random things. So random conversation. We just so like it was nothing um in quote meaningful.
Mm.
Yeah, so yeah.
You basically answered the question that I was going to ask you. I was going to ask like,
Hmm.
um, if your partner tells you not to talk to your ex anymore, would that be an issue or no? But you basically
Yeah,
answered the
honestly, it
question.
wouldn't. I will, but fun fact: just because I'm petty, I could just make fun of my boyfriend sometimes, be like, just to tease him a little bit,
Mm.
But
Well,
just in a fun way, not to trigger him, just to be like, and then sometimes I can be petty and be like, why not? Does it bother you? La 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 la. Just to tease him. But then if he's very
mm,
serious about it, I will consider it as, I will consider it, and then I'll be like, you know what? It's whatever. It's not that I care that much.
mm,
Yeah.
what about if um your partner
Mm-hmm.
is still talking to one specific, well, talking to their exes in general, and
Yeah.
then there's like that one specific person
Mm-hmm.
that seems to want more than friendship, like that seems to be trouble. So what would be your reaction? Are you gonna be like, I trust my man, so I don't care about what she's doing?
Heck
Or are you
no.
going to be like, you gotta stop talking to her?
Okay, so yeah, I do trust my baby, but no, because sometimes you need to step in,
Mm,
put your feet on the ground, as my manager said, and then you like to say it too, put your feet on the ground, because
mm.
them females out there, they will take advantage of your man's kindness. Hear my words. Some men, they just, okay. I'm not um encouraging or neither entertaining, because we actually want our men to learn how to defend themselves,
I'm actually
and
listening with attention because I want to see where you go
and then
with
yeah, yeah,
what you
yeah,
just said.
yes, exactly. And then, but some of I mean, I notice with us women, I believe, well, excuse my French if I'm trying to put things in general, but it's more of my case. I will, if my ex wants to come back, I will say the things like straight as it is, like, no, you can't, because I'm not seeing myself with you again. And honestly, being with someone wouldn't, I mean, it could be a reason, but it's just like me, I don't want it. I don't want to get back with you for certain reasons. And as for men, I don't know. I've never encountered a I know it most likely it exists. Some of the men actually do defend themselves whenever the exes want to come back, but it's something that they probably don't do it the way we do it. Maybe most of the time, they will just say it once, be like, you know, I have someone, right? And then leave it there, thinking that their exes will just acknowledge the fact that yeah, he actually has someone, just respect the fact that he has someone, and then let him be. But no, and they will still come back. The late like the exes will still come back. They'll still stay there, and then actually kind of be possessive.
Hmm.
But I don't know why. It's kind of hard. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just the fact that there are men, and then maybe they're just
Mm,
so
mm,
nice
mm.
or kind or gentle. I don't know. I don't know how
I
to
don't
say
agree
that
with that.
because I'm not a man, and I
I
would like
don't
to
agree
have
with that. I don't. And you know why I don't agree with that?
what?
Because it sounds like you're just giving them excuses.
No, see, that's how you take it.
If no, no, you cannot say that. I don't
No,
know
no, hold
because
on,
men
hold
are
on.
just
No,
nicer.
no, no,
No,
no,
I'm
no.
sorry. Men are not nicer than
Okay,
women.
maybe it's my
They
word
just
choice.
get they just are entertained by what's going on because I know a lot of men that will be like, "No, I told you not to talk to me like that because I have a girlfriend or I have a wife." Or they will straight say, "Stop talking to me." So if your boyfriend or your husband or whatever is entertaining whatever his ex is doing and like not really doing enough to make her understand,
Okay, I wasn't
don't try to
finished.
give
I wasn't. No, 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 no,
excuses.
no, no. I wasn't finished, and I wasn't giving an excuse.
No,
Maybe
because
it's
you were literally saying that, oh, baby men are just nice. They're not
the
nice.
word of choices that I choose that I said. But what I was trying to say was, um, it's kind of easier for women to say, I'm going to repeat myself again. It's kind of easier for women to say things straightforward. And then again, yes, there are men who will just say things straight and then block the girl and then, just stop everything. But some of the ladies out there, if they're persistent, just as, and it's not only for men, because it happens
Th-
to women too.
See, this is why I said it's not about being a man or being a woman because there are women that would entertain the thoughts of their exes coming
Yeah.
back while they're in a
Hmm,
relationship.
hmm, hmm.
It is not about the gender, it's about the personality. Because when you say maybe men are more likely to be nicer, that's like giving them an excuse. I can also say the same thing for the women who have hard time telling their exes, hey, I don't want to go back
Okay,
with
so
you. I can say the same thing. I can say maybe they're just nicer and they don't want to hurt their feelings, but the reality is
so that's
they're just
exactly where
entertaining
that's
the
exactly
thoughts.
where I was going to, what I was trying to say. But maybe that's what I tried to say, that maybe it's the word that I choose. Maybe um I don't know. Maybe it's just, as you said, their personality, not necessarily the fact that, because really, for someone who entertain some, like an ex trying to come back, you can see it, and then
Mhm.
you can also see someone who, unfortunately, doesn't know how to push someone back, like pushing back, just to, like, someone who just, like, firm with a straight no.
That's
Although
my
the
thing
person is
though.
trying to say no, but it's just like the way the person said it is like, I don't know, just because I've never been in a situation, but I've seen it. So, uh, so I was just, so I'm assuming that, okay, maybe that's how, I don't want to say most men, but some actually react to whenever the ex they want to come back, and they will say no. They will reject them and everything, but not being rough about it. Like,
I don't know about that.
no,
Like,
no.
I really don't know why you're trying to give an excuse for that. Like, the
I'm not
men
giving
are
an
like
excuse.
women
I'm
when
not.
they're
Honestly, I don't know
when
why you
someone
take it as
is
I'm trying to give an
listen,
excuse.
men are like women. They're just human beings. When someone is giving you a lot of attention, you're going to feed off it. It's not like they're having a hard time saying things because they are so nice. It's the way you place it that's not just sitting right with me. Maybe if you said it in a different way, but like saying it's harder for them because they're just so nice. I don't know. I don't believe that. I just
No,
don't.
no, not because it's so nice. Okay,
But I'm
so
not I'm not
so we
saying that you're wrong.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not saying
yeah.
you're wrong for
But let me
thinking
see.
about it. I
Okay,
said I don't believe that.
okay, but we're going to move on. Maybe, like for the listeners, they will hopefully get
Well,
the
if there are
get.
men out there listening to that, they're going to
They
agree
will
with you, of course,
hopefully
because they'll be like, "Oh, she just gave us a good."
get the plot. No, because actually that's not what I'm trying to do. And then they better get that I'm not trying to give them an excuse to entertain your ex if you still communicate with them and they actually want you back. I actually want them to be firm with the no. And then,
So
but
they can be
maybe it's the
firm. They
words of
can be
choice that I'm
firm
using.
in. So they men can be firm in any other like any other areas of their life, but with their exes.
See, that's a nice story for another sub, and that's topic for another podcast.
Uh-huh.
But yes, that's true. See, so I don't want to mix myself. I don't want to mix my thoughts here because sometimes they do it. I mean, sometimes they do. I do feel like they actually entertain that, and then they end up having something fall back into the ex, or they won't
Well,
fall
that's
back,
not.
but now the girl, with meaning like the girlfriend, will see
Mm.
something, and now with the help of his girlfriend, they will what's it called? They will take care of the ex, like chase her away.
Well, that was not even what I was implying. I was
Oh,
just
okay.
saying that anyone would, like, as a human being,
Mm-hmm.
we feed off things like compliments and stuff like that. And
True.
when your ex is trying to get back to you, she's going to say the things that
Mm-hmm.
she knows he wants to hear.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not necessarily that he's entertaining it because he wants to go back with her. No, it's just that it's nice. In general, men don't receive that kind of
That kind
attention
of
on the
attention.
day-to-day basic. So when they have that kind of things going
Not
on,
necessarily,
it's
but
not
well,
hard for
I guess
them to
so.
say no because they're just so nice. It's hard for them to say no because that makes them feel good about themselves. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah, true. And then honestly, you said it before. I know it goes both ways, but let
Yeah,
me answer a
definitely.
question because that's a good. I don't know. Hopefully, put it in your note. It's a good topic for another episode. If my you say if my partner is still communicating with his ex, right?
Mm,
How am I going to react to that?
mm.
Honestly, just because I'm in a situation where sometimes my exes will come and laugh, talk about animes, and then it all depends on the type of relationship they had. I wouldn't. I I would not. Okay, I would be curious to know who the person is, and honestly, like what kind of relationship they had, low key, and then I'm just gonna be like, you know what, just keep it. I don't even want you guys. Well, some of them stay friend, but I don't consider my exes as friend. So I'm like, I'm just gonna be vigilant and observe. And then if she really wants to come back, it's going to things are going to break. Cause I will have to either talk to the girl like politely in a nice and professional, appropriate way, the most appropriate way that I can, and just be like, you know what, respect yourself. This is not okay. Don't try me. And if not, if she's still trying me, now things will get down. Now we're gonna do things as we do back home. When things are not okay, you beat them BS. And then yes, that's how I don't want to. say the word unless you're gonna put that sound in it.
Oh
But
no.
yeah, I'm not. Yeah, if it gets overboard, knowing myself, and I know I have anger issues, uh, things will not be great at all. And yeah, yeah, things will not be
Okay.
great at all.
I have no further
I have
questions
the
for
same
now.
question for you. I want you to answer the same question.
Well,
How
I'm
would
just
you?
gonna do it as like a paragraph.
Oh.
It's a paragraph.
Okay, so hold on. First, answer the first question. Do you still?
Mm,
Would you not trust? Mm-mm. Wouldn't you trust your? No. Do you still communicate with your ex? Your
I do.
exes? You do. Okay, so what type of relationship do you kind of maintain with them?
I have a platonic relationship with.
Say that again.
I have a platonic relationship. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. We're not best friends.
Yeah.
We're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
We know each other and we check on each other whenever we can.
Okay. And then what if you have your partner and then he says, you know what, let's end it. I don't want you to stay in contact, or I don't want to communicate at all with your ex.
Well, first of all, I have to mention, like, when I say communicating, I'm still in touch with my exes. It's not like we're talking on a daily basis,
Yeah,
like every day.
exactly. Okay.
Like I said, it's a platonic relationship. So
Mm-hmm.
once in a while, we check on
Nothing
each other,
crazy.
make sure everybody's fine, or what's happening new in everybody's life, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it would definitely not be an issue because I can
Mm-hmm.
go years without talking to some of them, or I
Yeah.
can go months without talking to them. So it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to like something is gonna miss in my life, like something is gonna be missing in my life. No, no, I'll be totally fine.
Okay.
And
So
anyway, we have social media, so you know what's going
exactly.
on
Mm-hmm.
in their lives.
So I have one last question for you.
Hmm.
Hopefully, maybe not. If okay, so you have your partner, right?
Hmm.
And um, he's still friend. Like you have an ex, and then he's not literally the girl who was there right before you,
Mm,
but like they were together for years, and then he dated other girls that were still in touch, and then
mm,
now they became friends,
mm,
and he's coming in, and then now you're getting to know her, and then you see the tension, like I think she's trying to get back with him,
mm,
your partner,
mhm.
and then he's insisting with the fact that, oh no, she's a friend, she's a friend. How would you kind of handle the situation?
Well, I think I had answered. I did answer that question when you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
For me, there is no, oh, I'm just trying to be nice. I'm just like I said, I have a platonic relationship with my exes. If you don't have a platonic relationship with your ex and it it looks like one of you is trying to get something,
Mm-hmm.
then it has to end. There's no way.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no way
Mm-hmm.
you're just having an everyday conversation with your ex. Like
Mm-hmm.
what are you
Mm-hmm.
talking about? What are you
Mm-hmm.
guys talking about every day over the phone, like texting or calling each other? What could you possibly talk about with your ex? Like
Mm-hmm.
what do you guys talk about?
The
Like
past.
come on. Of course. So that doesn't make any sense. Why
Yo.
would I be like, "Oh, sure, you're fine. You can keep talking to them."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But not because it's like asking me if one of my exes is entertaining the thought that maybe we should get back together while I'm in the
Mm.
relationship.
Nope.
Like, first of all, there's one thing with me. Like, when I'm in the relationship, it's like all the other men around they don't exist or
Mhm.
they just way too ugly.
Mhm.
That's just like
Lord, listen to
no,
wine.
that's just it's not like it's not to say in like the it doesn't mean for the people who are listening, it doesn't mean that people are physically ugly or they are physically
Just not
not here. It's
attractive,
just
but it's,
like in my mind,
yeah, you just
I'm
like
not
your
interested
partner.
in anyone else when I'm
Mhm.
in a relationship. So
Yeah,
my ex coming to me and being like, "Oh, we should get back together." I'm not
exactly.
actually going to be like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the one telling you, you need to back off.
Yep. Yep.
You
Yep.
need to literally take your, I don't know, take a break, think about it. When you have a clear mind
Mhm.
and you know you just want to be platonic again, asking
Mhm.
how everybody's doing, then you come back. If you come with
Mhm.
that attitude, I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to support it.
Mhm.
And I'm not going to disrespect my partner
Yep.
because of you.
Yep.
Because I was with you. You showed me what I didn't want. So I'm not going back there. You
What's in
know?
the past is in the past.
Yeah.
Round of applause. Round of applause.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
She said, "Hold on." Round of applause.
Yeah. Like I
Right.
said, don't read your books backwards.
Mhm.
Always go forward.
Mhm.
'Cause
Mhm.
that's the thing. Like, as long as you know what type of the type of person that you are, it doesn't matter if you're a friend with your ex, if you talk to your ex or not. Like if you know that this page is already in the past and nothing is going to open up again, you will be the one, you know, like you don't need your partner to tell you, hey, stop talking to that
Yep.
person.
Yep.
You will be the one finding something awkward and be
Mhm.
like, ah, nah, out of respect for my partner, I'll be
Mhm.
like, no. But there's nothing wrong with talking to your ex. There's absolutely, to me, there's absolutely nothing wrong as long as it's just platonic talks, relationship. Like, hey, how you doing? It's fine. You don't have to be the bestest friends in the world, but you don't also have to be enemies.
Mhm. Like I said, nothing meaningful.
Yeah, like that
Mhm.
exactly. Nothing meaningful. Hey,
Nothing
how you
meaningful.
doing? How you babies?
Yeah.
How's your boo? Like I like to do that. That's my thing. I
Exactly. That's
love to
true.
make sure that I ask about my ex's partner. So I'm like, I make sure I know and you know you have a partner.
Mhm.
Like make sure I know and you know that she's
True.
good.
That's something I
You know,
for real.
so I want him to be able to do the same thing.
Mhm.
Like, even if I have that one ex who always has like that sarcastic thing, like I think he's just bitter. Because every time I'll be in a relationship, he'll find like the one thing that's wrong in my relationship. Let's say I
What
tell
the
him,
hell?
um, if
What?
I say, let's say just general thing, I'll say maybe, oh, I'm dating a white guy. So
Mhm.
like every time he's going to maybe ask about my partner,
Mhm.
he'll make a little bit fun of the fact that he's white. You know, I don't know if
Oh,
he's just being petty
he's
or like
rude.
he'll make fun of maybe
Lord
like the religion.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just your differences and stuff.
Yeah, just like just to be petty, but
Mhm.
it's fine, you know. You know for a fact that nothing is going to happen. It doesn't matter
Exactly.
if you
True.
make fun of the skin color, the religion,
Mhm.
or whatever's going on with the person that I'm dating.
Well,
But
that's. I'm
as
wondering.
me, I'll always be like, how's your girlfriend or how's your fiance or
Yeah.
how's your wife or whatever. But you know, people are just weird.
Mhm.
The like I said, the most important thing is not to entertain that. Because
Mhm.
if you go ahead and be like, oh, you get upset because he's making fun of the fact that
Mhm.
you're dating someone from a different religion or a different skin color than you, then he's winning. He's like, "Oh,
Yep.
that means
Yep.
she's not really sure about her relationship, so maybe I can get her back." You
Mhm.
know? You have to make sure that you let them know, "Hey, I'm good. Doesn't matter what you think, I'm good.
You made me thought about something. Another question. Have you ever
Hmm.
been in a situation where um when, let's say, you're talking to your ex, and then both of you are in the relationship, and then
Hmm.
his relationship isn't okay, so he's asking you for advices and stuff. So
Mm,
have you ever have you ever encountered such situation, and if so, how do you like react to that?
well, you know I've been there many times. But like the crazy part is I would always give my best advices
Mm-hmm.
like the same way that I would give you advice.
Yeah.
I'll give them the same advice. Like, hey, maybe try to fix the problem. Don't just rush into like breaking up the relationship. Like,
Mm-hmm.
try to understand what's going on. Try to understand the standpoint or whatever, whatever. But when you flip it around, bro, they'll be like, I don't think I should be the one giving you advices. I don't know. Like they wouldn't do the same thing. They wouldn't show up for me, which is why I don't ask my exes for
I,
advices
I really
in
don't.
relationship. You know, because they would either tell me that yeah, they will either tell me that they can't give me any advices, or they'll just be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry for you.
Mm-hmm.
Or they'll straight up just tell me,
Mm.
don't you think maybe that guy is not good? Like,
uh
bro, I never
True.
told you to break up with your
True.
girlfriend, so
True.
why do you want me to do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so it has happened, but I'm still me. So even to this day, like if someone needs my help, or you need like a advices or whatever, I'll show up for you.
Yeah.
Because one thing with me is I always try to remember the best in the relationship that I had with someone so that I don't hate the person or I
Mm-hmm.
don't get upset for no reason. I don't think about why we broke up. I
Mm-hmm.
just think about the good things that you brought into my life, and that's how I end up still talking to
Yep. Yep. Yep.
people.
Now that you mentioned, I think I have encountered something similar, and he was asking me for advices, and I was surprised. I was like, okay,
Mm,
because I mean, I'm like, why are you asking me for advices? But I did what I believe a kind person would do. Hopefully,
mm-hmm,
give the best advices, and then the what exactly the same exactly thing that you said. He just flip it around and be like, "Oh no, actually, I want you back." I said, "Nigga, no." I was like, I was like, bro, you are playing.
that's so selfish.
Exactly. I was like, what the hell? I thought you needed advice to fix your relationship. And then he was engaged. Like, he literally just, like, he literally just proposed to the girl. And I was angry for the girl now. I was
Mm,
like, bro, what is wrong with y'all? I was like, you just
a
proposed.
disappointment.
And then whatever is happening, because I mean, evidently he didn't go through details, and then not that I care,
Mm.
but I'm like, whatever has happened there, you just propose, and then if you propose is for a reason, you really want to be with her, marry her, so why can't you just try to fix the problem instead of coming back to your ex for like 5 6 years later and be like, oh, I want you back. But anyway. Mm-mm.
Well, like Peach said, anyway. So, guys, what do you think about today's subject? Do you think you shouldn't trust
Your partner.
someone who still talks to their ex?
Mm-hmm.
I will be putting on the description, I will be putting a tool so
Mm-hmm.
you guys can give us your thoughts on the subject. And we'll be happy to have a guest who has a different point of view
Mm-hmm.
than ours, if possible. So, Peach, do you want to add something before we go?
Don't talk to your exes. No, I'm kidding. Whatever you do, but don't take
Yeah, whatever you do,
don't.
don't get your partner upset.
Yeah.
That's it. If it upsets your partner, cut it off. It's not worth it. Trust me. Yeah. So, Guys, thank you again for listening to
Mhm.
today's podcast. We hope you liked it as much as we loved recording it. Don't forget we're available on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, Spotify, and Google Podcast for those with Androids. It's completely free. Don't forget to subscribe so that every time we drop an episode, you get a notification. And us, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.